Hey everyone, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today I have a 2020 Mazda CX-9 and I want to walk you through how to install the CURT Class 2 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This is what our hitch is going to look like once it's installed. Cross tube is completely hidden behind our bumper fascia. The only thing we really see is our receiver tube, so it's not really taken away from the look of the vehicle. The hitch is going to be a steel construction, black powder coat finish, so it's going to stay looking nice for a very long time. There are a few other hitches available for this vehicle. There is a CURT Class 3. We're going to have an 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 receiver tube opening. Reinforced collar, give us a little extra stability there. Hitch pin hole is going to be 1/2 inch in diameter. It's going to take a standard 1/2 inch hitch pin. Hitch pin and clip does not come with this hitch, however it can be found here at etrailer.com. We're going to have rolled steel safety chain loops. You can see very large openings and accommodate different size safety chain hooks. Having the 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 receiver tube opening, it is going to limit you on different hitch mount accessories. Although it is going to be great for your bike racks and cargo carriers, maybe a small ball mount for a trailer. Bike rack, we don't have to try to load our bikes inside the vehicle. We can load them on the bike rack on the outside and make more room for our passengers. Same goes for the cargo carrier. Maybe we want to put a cargo carrier on here, get some of that cargo from inside, make a little bit more room. We can put it on the cargo carrier on the outside. Now I'm going to give you a few measurements and weight capacities to help you when deciding on any of those hitch mount accessories. From the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost part of our bumper is going to be about 5 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories like bike racks and cargo carriers that may fold up. You want to make sure they're not going to make contact. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube is going to be about 13.5 inches. Keep that number in mind for any of those hitch mount accessories that may require a little bit more ground clearance. As far as weight capacities go, we're going to have a 350-pound max tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So when you're loading the cargo carrier or loading the bike rack, you want to make sure you're not exceeding that pressure. We're going to have a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight, which is the trailer plus the load included. That's going to be how much the hitch can pull. I always recommend checking the owner's manual of your Mazda. Make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to go with the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's walk you through how to get it installed. To start your installation, we need to take a support strap. You can hang it anywhere. I like to go from the springs. It's a little easy. We're going to go underneath our exhaust. Cinch that up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the rubber isolator from the exhaust so our exhaust will hang and allow us to get our hitch in place. We're going to have a hanger here. Spray it down with a little bit of lubrication, soapy water, anything to help that slide off there a little bit easier. We'll have one here on our driver's side. We'll have one towards the front on our driver's side, right in front of our muffler. And then we'll have a fourth one on the passenger side in front of our muffler. Next, we're going to take a pry bar and we're going to pry the end of our rubber isolator off of the guide post. And we're going to repeat that same thing for the 3 remaining hangers. Once we get all 4 of our isolators off, we can use our strap to slowly lower our exhaust down. What we don't want to do is we don't want our exhaust to support itself because it'll damage it up towards the front of the vehicle. Next, we need to remove this lower trim piece and the brackets that are holding it in place. You can see a little notch there. We're going to take a trim panel tool, flathead screwdriver, pry out the center, and then pull out the base. That'll allow you to move this panel. This will not be reinstalled. It's hard to see with the camera, the 2 bolts that we have to remove. One's going to be up here and the other one's going to be on the other side. We'll use a 10mm socket to remove those. Give me a little clip right there. You're going to reach up on top, push that in, and this will pop out. We're going to repeat that same process for the other one. This will not be reinstalled. Next, we need to install our hardware in our frame rail. We're going to take our pull wire, spring side. We're going to start with the forwardmost hole. We're going to feed the spring in, and it's going to come out here. Like that. You're going to take your spacer block, Slide it on, slide it up into the frame. Take your carriage bolt, thread it onto the spring, feed it up into the hole, and then out there. For this one, it's going to be reverse pull. For the reverse pull, we'll take our spring in, we're going to put on our spacer block, we're going to thread on our carriage bolt, we're going to feed the carriage bolt up into the hole first, followed by the spacer block. And then back down. We're going to repeat that same process on the other frame rail. Now the next set of hands, we're going to raise our hitch up into position over top of our exhaust, take our pull wires, feed them over the corresponding holes, or feed them into the corresponding holes in the hitch. Remove one of our pull wires on each side. Install a hex nut on each side that'll hold our hitch up into position while we install our remaining hardware. Then with the 3/4 inch socket, we're going to come back, we're going to tighten our hardware, and then we're going to torque it to the specifications in the instructions. It's a good idea when raising your exhaust back up into place, spray the inside of your isolator to help it slide on the pin a little bit easier. Once you have your exhaust back up into place, you can remove your safety strap and you're ready to go. It's going to do it for a look at and installation on the CURT Class 2 Trailer Hitch Receiver on a 2020 Mazda CX-9.